Oh, okay. I had to make sure I was actually recording. So, hello. Hopefully I don't have to do a voiceover, but I've got some cuddle bodies that I am doing. We're going to do this one, which is a little bit bigger. I think this is 18 inches. This one is, let me make sure I'm saying that one right. This one is 16, so I've got two of these at 16. This one is 18, and then I did another one that was 20. So I do have a cuddle head coming from Etsy that is supposed to be using this body. But the other cuddle heads that I have are from Silicone Studio 2. So I wanted to say welcome back to my video. I know I have not done a YouTube video in a moment. You guys, it is pretty difficult going back and forth from TikTok to this, and y'all will always hear me say I'm kind of leaning on TikTok because I can go live and I don't have to worry about editing or anything like that. But I'm here, and I appreciate those that do follow me because you guys are amazing. So with these cuddle bodies, the arms, they move. It's kind of hard to move them until they get stuffed and the legs move. But you do have to stuff it and you have to sew it. And there's just a little opening on each limb. So what I am going to do is take my knee high, and my sister, Pepper Pace, what's up, sis? She was telling me, before you stuff them, put the knee high where you want it, and then you fill it up. And it does go quicker. So I'm making sure that it's all the way in the toe. Okay. And then I have this part. And also, because I want them to be as equal as possible, I am using a measuring cup. So I have a measuring cup for 1/3 cups. And with the with this cuddle baby that I did 1/3 cup in both of the feet, but on here I did a half of a 1/3 cup. And you know what I did this time, and I didn't mean to do it, is stuff it before I put the funnel in the hole. So now I gotta feed this through. I mean, I could just dump it out, but that's all right. I meant to. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. The next one will be better, I promise. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted the funnel to be down where this hole is, because now I have to pretty much feed it in there. See, I was doing too much talking and not enough. So what I'm going to do is, I don't think y'all need to watch me in regular motion, right? This is already 3 minutes. We don't need to have it forever. Well, I'm going to do one, and then I'll speed up the other ones. And with this one, I still have to sew. So we will definitely sew all of these before we put the heads on. I think it's probably, yeah. So anyways, all right. That wasn't too bad, but then I just, I'm trying to make sure it's stuffed all the way in the foot and, do it like that. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to tie a knot in here. And we are going to double knot it, even though once you tie a nylon, it's going to be tied, y'all. And then I come back with, y'all hear that? I had some more glass beads. We're going to fill that with polyfill. And just stuff as much as you would like. This is supposed to be a darker flesh I wish they had even darker, because my two cuddle babies that are African American, they're darker than this. And the one that I said two. The one that I have now is darker than this, but the one that I'm getting, I want it to be even darker. So I wish they had a real darker skin of these cuddle baby bodies, but you gotta work with what you got. And I got these from McPherson's, and I'm gonna tell you, the delivery was so quick. I was kind of shocked. I think it was like I ordered it the same week I got it, so that was nice. So here's what that's looking like, and I'm gonna stuff it some more because this baby is a little bit bigger. It's gonna be a newborn size. And then, you know what I'm going to do, y'all? We're going to fast forward this video because you watch me do one limb. Fast forward and enjoy the music. All right. Okay, I have got two. Yeah, I can see the difference, and I like how they're weighted. Again, this is going to be for a preemie baby, and this is going to be for a newborn size. So it's just a slight difference. This is 18 inches. This is 16. Let me make sure I'm telling you all right. Yes, 18 and 16. And they do have the arms that move. You know, you can do it like that. All I have to do is just sew up the bottom, you know, sew up those parts. But those are really nicely weighted with glass beads. I call it sand, but I guess they're glass beads and polyfill. So I have one more that is going to be exactly like this one to fill, and then I'm going to go sew up all of them, and then I can put the heads, the two heads that I have left. And this one is going to have to wait until I get the head. And all of them, of course, you cannot do a body without putting in the amazing, wonderful baby powder wafers. And I try to put it in the middle, not towards the outside, so hopefully it can still smell. Let me see if I can smell it. Uh-oh. I mean, it's very potent, so yeah, it's not overwhelming, you know. So here's the other one that I am going to do. And it's going pretty quick. That hyperlink, the one that was going really, really fast, that was a 15-minute video. And I think it managed to get sucked down into like a couple of seconds. So this one, I am going to also fast forward and fill this one up. And then I am going to fast forward sewing them up, because who wants to sit there and watch me sew? So anyways, enjoy the music and enjoy the fast forward motion. And again, I want to say thank you so much for watching my videos and following my station. And if you're not following me on TikTok, check me out on TikTok. I am Mrs. Sunflower. Do I not know my TikTok? I don't know. Maybe there'll be a link in there somewhere. Okay. So, thanks. babies, and I'm getting ready to sew them up. Now I am telling you, I am getting a little tired, so I may not sew them all up, but I will definitely start on one, because y'all can see in the video that I was kind of messing up a little bit. I'm going to use just this color. I'm actually, let's see if I have another color. No, they're all going to get this color because, yeah, they'll just get that color. And we're going to use we're going to use a smaller needle. I just love this little threader. So it's so helpful, y'all. Really it is. So this is the work that you do when you don't get a pre-weighted body, and it's okay. I mean, it's going to save you some money. I like the cloth feel. The other one does not have a cloth feel, which I never had a Reggie body or anything like that, and I'm not against those at all. They just have a different feel than cloth. So you decide on, you know, when you get a cuddle baby, what you would prefer, and go with that. All right. So we'll do, this is weighted really, really nicely. All right. And I'm going to just do a simple stitch. Nothing too crazy. Nothing out of the ordinary. Let me zoom in. I was doing this on my TikTok live and it took forever because I was doing it trying to be fancy, and I just had to take that out and do another way. Now this body is a little thick, so I have to use a thimble because I didn't one time and I had dug a hole in my my thumb. So yeah, gotta be careful with that too. Okay, and we're just gonna come back like this, and that is my very simple stitch. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. If you want something stitched a little better, hey,